Hello and welcome to our chapter 3. What is gut flora? So let's dive into the amazing world of the gut flora or the gut microbiome. So each one of us has 100 trillions of these microbes in our gut. Okay, and it's a community of yeast, bacteria, viruses, and I think one thing is very important that everyone has the same amount, but the way it is present, the variety is different and it is contributed by the food that we eat. Now, let me explain this to you very simply with the example of a rainforest. So think of a rainforest. Now, what makes a rainforest work at its optimum level? It's the different varieties and the diversity of the species, of the plant species and the animal species. So the key word here is diversity, and remember this word because the diversity that you see makes everything works at its optimum level, and it's the same with the gut flora. Do you want to know something very fascinating? Well, let me tell you this. More than half your body is not human, it's actually micro. So I know it's scary, but let me explain it to you in a simple way. So if you think about all the genetic material that makes you human, the total amount of genetic material or the DNA in these microbes, if we put all of them together, it's actually more than the human DNA itself. So if we take the entirety of these microbes, they weigh up to 2 kilos, which is actually more than an average brain. So yeah, it sounds scary, but you can imagine that this genetic material that these microbes have basically dictates the way our body functions, our immune reactions to certain diseases, the way we digest food, the way we are able to extract nutrients from food, our skin health, our overall body health, our energy levels, and the way we basically are able to go about in our day-to-day life. So you might be wondering, what are the functions of these gut microbes? So basic function is they help in nutrition, aids in nutrition. So they help in breaking down foods. They help in detoxification by breaking down toxins. They also help synthesize vitamin K, which cannot be synthesized by the host. And they also help train the immune system of our body. So you can understand why these microorganisms are so important in our body. And now we'll move into talking about diversity. So think about the gut as a rainforest. A rainforest will thrive and be at its best, effective and optimum levels when it has a diverse type of plant species and animals. And that's how in general every environment works. You need to have that sort of diversity. And again, I'm going to stress on this word diversity, and I'll explain it to you why. Now think of it as so typically we should aim to have 30 to 40 different types of food every week and plant food. So you foster this diversity by incorporating different types of plant foods in your diet. You basically train your body to be able to digest these different types of fibers. Now, for example, if you're going to have a lettuce, try a different type of lettuce every week. Or for example, an apple. So you've got Granny Smith, Pink Lady, Brabant apples, Cox apples, Gala apples, etc. The reason why I'm asking you to try these different types of fruits or different types of apples and different species of apples is because every apple will have a different fiber structure, which will feed a different type of bacteria. So you basically are training your gut to help you in increasing the number of that type of bacteria. And the way these bacteria work is they all have different functions. So that's why we need to incorporate these different types of plant foods in our diet, because all these different bacteria and microbes, they perform different functions. So some of them might help you impact on your immunity, and that would impact your mood. Some of them would work in ways to digest certain nutrients from the food. Some might synthesize vitamins, as we've already covered. So that is the reason why we need to have these diverse amount of food. So I think you've got a gist of what is gut flora and what their function is, and why diversity of gut flora is so important. If you want to read more about it, look at chapter number 3 on our course of Improve Your Gut Health, and you'll find some more information on how eating different foods impact different gut flora and what their functions are. And you'll also learn about liver detoxification if you have a diet which is high in fat, how that would affect your liver. Have a look at the chapters and let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you've enjoyed the video lecture for chapter 3 on what is gut flora. Thank you, take care, bye.